Moshi Moshi, I'm Rosalina's lesser-known understudy for the Super Mario Galaxy franchise. Welcome to Spazz After Dark. If you are new here, hello! My name is Spazz, I run Spazzetic Studio, I am Spazzetic Studio. And this is my second channel where I do miscellaneous activities to the tune of absolutely nobody. I have gathered you here today for a very special miscellaneous activity. We're doing Sonny Angel bathroom renovation. If you do not follow me on TikTok and Instagram, and absolutely you should, I've been doing a series on TikTok and Instagram where I show you some like renos that I've been doing in my house. And one of those renos was to transform my bathroom into a Sonny Angel bathroom. I'm not usually a blind box person. I only buy blind boxes where like I like all the outcomes because I don't want to waste money in plastic. I like Sonny's specifically because they remind me of my nephews. They have the same mischievous little face and hatred for pants. And I just think that they're so funny and I like them all. It doesn't matter like which Sonny Angel I get. I'm always happy. I have Sonny Angelified my laptop and my bathroom, and I constructed a little Sonny ecosystem. And in the process of doing that, I discovered that it turns out I freaking love miniatures. As we know, I had my remission party, and like I'll probably make a video just about that because oh my god. But I got a $50 gift card to Taobao, which I've never used before. Taobao is like an online e-commerce shopping platform, and I bought a bunch of like teeny tiny little thingies, and I made a little Sonny Angel fire escape. This was a really fun DIY because I used everything that I had. I didn't pay money for anything, including the fire escape baskets, because somebody I know was getting rid of them and I rummaged through her trash and now they're mine. I painted them with acrylic paint, which like regrettable, but okay, usually you would like sand them and spray paint them. I didn't want to spend the $40 on spray paint because I wanted this to be a $0 DIY. But also I wanted the acrylic paint to be removable, so if there's no sanding underneath, it'll like peel off in like a gummy form. The way that I painted it was I mixed up my color with whatever acrylic heavy body paint I had left, and I thinned it out with a ton of water. So it took like many coats. It took a couple of hours of just coats. And then when it would be about like 75% dry per coat, I would just dip a brush in water and go over it again to like really thin everything out. And then using just like acrylic paint markers, I have like knockoff Posca pens. I 2D-ified it so that it looks like it's almost like a drawn cartoon. And yeah, the rest of everything really was made of like trash. I made little signs, which was really fun. The best part of making the signs is you get to kind of like decide what the Sonnies are up to. Clearly I decided that my Sonnies are racist because I put like a beware of Smeeskies sign, so I don't know, man. They're not racist, but it's like, cause like, you know how the Smeesky has the little like burglar guy? I thought that like that would be fun, and then when I looked at it, I was like, but yeah, teeny tiny food, teeny tiny gardening stuff. This is so fun to do. I like developed little backstories and personalities for all my Sonnies. Yes, I do have a ton of friends. Thank you for asking. So I filmed the whole process of making miniatures. I don't have UV resin, but I do have a lot of gel polish because we're gonna be doing some DIY press-on nails, and I'm gonna tape it. Part of what I bought with the Taobao gift card was nail stuff, so I'm waiting for it to come in so that I can film that. And speaking of miscellaneous little crafts, look at this guy! This is a knockoff Sonny that somebody gave me recently. I turned him into a little bok choy guy. I've been getting really into like felt. You can get a ton of sheets at the dollar store and then just glue everything together, and then with a really basic whip stitch create like seams. So there's gonna be a video definitely on like felt thingies. I recently got a 12-pack of knockoff calico critters, the like little mini ones. So I'm gonna be making a video on that too. Lots of fun, cute little crafts. So that's all I got for you today in terms of intros. I will skip ahead to the miniature making, and yeah, I'll see you guys real soon. Welcome to the first installment of Craft Like a Spazz. Today we're doing teeny tiny miniatures. I have so many miniatures. I've kind of been like editing away. I ended up removing a couple of these loops because this was uneven, and then with a paint pen I just like added a little bit of like metal color. As usual, at my mystical magical desk I have a crisp, I think this is a Diet Dr. Pepper. Wait. And a little Japanese cooling patch. It is hot as hell. You can see I'm like shiny and sweaty. So look at my coaster. And so I know that I'm gonna have some barbecue Sonnies because I have 2 of the Christmas dinner ones, and because I have a rabbit Sonny and the little strawberries for sale sign, I'm also gonna do like a gardening Sonny. So I picked up a bunch of gardening miniatures. These are all the ratio of 1/12 for dollhouse dolls. So just make sure that when you're buying miniatures, the ratios are the same. And then I have some barbecue food and a tiny barbecue. And I have some little picnic baskets. These have red gingham. I have green gingham scrap fabric. And so I was thinking to maybe make it like a picnic situation. We'll see. This barbecue is kind of big. But the barbecue food comes with like a Japanese style grill. So maybe I'll make them like grilling. We'll see. I also have more even to add to the baskets because I have nail charms that look like dessert. So maybe we could do that too. So those are the 2 themes. I cut up a bunch of friendship bracelets to make garlands. That was after I ordered these because I think they'll be too dark. I wanted the Sonnies to have fairy lights, but these ones are black and it kind of doesn't go since I painted the whole thing purple. So I'm gonna lower the camera to the miniatures and we can get started. Okay, I have this nice little, what is this? Oh my god, wheelbarrow? No, that's not a wheelbarrow. You get what I mean. And then I have this tiny little plant. I found a bunch of extra beads that look like rocks, so I think I'm gonna resin them to the, oh my god, to the bottom. I choose some like farming implements. I want the teeny tiny one, so I think I'm gonna do this. Cheers. Tiny watering can. Tiny this thing. Trowel? Is that what this is called? I think it's a trowel. So maybe what I'll do is this, and then the rocks, and then I can put this in the rocks. Okay, so the rocks I have are little, they're beads that quite literally, hold on, look like rocks. Okay, so basically we have all this cured, and you're just gonna keep like building by adding, this is just like regular nail builder gel. Mostly because I don't have UV resin for crafts, so I'm gonna be using what I use to make my press-ons. For areas that I'm sure I'm not gonna move around, I'm gonna go ahead and use Gorilla Glue. So like this little trowel, I'm putting it in here, so I'm just gonna glue it. I had to bring in reinforcements. I need a much stronger light. It's looking great. Look. Next, I think we're gonna do the barbecue. We have 2 barbecue choices. What we're gonna do is this teeny tiny grill, but I need it to look a little nicer. So I think we're gonna have to get the paint pens out. Okay, apparently I love miniatures. Slay. Get ready with me to go to Browntown. It sounds like I'm gonna shit myself. This is a very use what you have ass craft. I'm gonna take some brown acrylic paint And I also found some brown gel nail polish that I think would make a really cute sauce. Just enough that you can see them a little better. This is almost a dry brushing, except it's a lot wetter. That's what she said. Because we're watering down the paint. You can already see a difference. Do black, just in like a couple places. So it looks like there's like a little bit of stuck on food. See? And it looks like your grill has been used. There's two little steaks. These little skewers, teeny tiny skewers, a corn on the cob, and what looks to be tomatoes, question mark. And then there's this thing, like a skillet. So what I'm thinking is, maybe we'll do like, we'll put the raw meat on the barbecue, right? Because I think that would make a lot of sense. And then maybe we can put everything else in here and do a sauce. Okay, I have teeny tiny tongs, look more metal as opposed to straight up plastic. Okay, steaks are down. And a little bit of paint, like a littlest, tiniest little bit of paint. Like this much paint. And my resin. Amazing. And now with my little, oh God, okay. Not amazing. And now with my little brush, I'll just paint like around-ish. See? Okay, this. And then I will go back over it with just plain resin. I'm saying resin, it's builder gel, like, because I don't own any resin. So I'm using builder gel that you would use to do nails. Wet and juicy. I don't know why I said it like that. Is it done? Yeah. Juicy steaks. Please God, let this camera focus. Okay. Tiny barbecue. And now we'll do our tiny platter. Barbecue steaks. Tiny barbecue platter. So they can be barbecuing they steaks and then have this nice little barbecue platter. We have this really nice little gardener wagon, and I took pliers, just like this is what I had, and I straightened up the wheels so it rolls, which means it's time for the picnic baskets. Piku Niku is a really good game that you should play. Okay. This will be my mixing palette. So water, pretty fair amount of paint, and we'll go in between like the weaving. There's like star fruits, a couple apples, some bread. The thing is that like the baguette and the slice of bread are the same size, which like just does not occur in nature. So we might have to forego our baguette. They're gonna look like breadsticks. It's gonna be weird. So we could do 2 slices, and then do like a breadstick, clearly. Back here, because I'm gonna cover this in gingham so that it really looks like a little like homemade jam. And I forgot I had foam. I am replacing my ceiling light, and it came with a bunch of foam, so I'm gonna make like a foam insert and glue it in. Okay, I couldn't film this part because everybody kept coming into my room, but this is the first basket. I took a bunch of nail charms and I dry brushed them, and I found some strawberry nail charms. I also took the label off the Nutella and I turned it into a little preserves jar. and I added the green gingham to this. And I actually experimented with dipping this styrofoam into paint and using it as a paintbrush. It works really well. See? A little bit of flavor text. Et voila. So we have two baskets. This one is like really exploding with stuff, and this one is a little bit more low-key. So I have a couple of options for what I want the Sonnies to be eating out of, sweet treats, and this one has the little tiny, more of the little tiny fruits in it. Well, my little moshi moshlings, thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed my Sonny bathroom DIY, and I hope that you are inspired to also DIY your bathroom. The genesis of this bathroom is so funny. As we know, I live in my parents' place. Haha. And I've been threatening to paint my bathroom pink for years, and my mom was like, I won't let you, me. Our landlord decided, since we've been here for like 5 years at this point, that a repaint was in order, and I was like, pink bathroom? My mom was like, you can't do a toy themed bathroom, you're 27, make it look like an adult lives here. And I was like, nuh-uh. So I painted it. She loves it though. She's like, this is so fun and cute, what the hell? And I'm like, yeah, I know, I have good ideas sometimes. So final verdict on being basically just a 27-year-old teenager, slay. If you enjoyed this video, please check out the main channel where I do more like formal digital art stuff. It's a little less crafty, a little less DIY, a little more intentional. Check out Osaturnix Studio on Instagram, and if you want to hang out with just me and see more lifestyle content, consider following me on the TikTok. Other places you can find me include check me out on Patreon, go sub on Twitch. I don't stream a lot these days because now I just film everything and vlog it instead. I'm still working on the long form Temu AliExpressification of Y2K deep dive. It's a lot. Yeah, I have fun projects coming for you on both channels, and I'm very excited to share more of my little like crafty DIYs. And that's it. Stay weird. Bye!